Hey y'all, I previously came on, I started yesterday talking about fear, but I felt like what I said was definitely not enough. And it definitely didn't convey on why I even thought it was a topic to even talk on. But I feel like I gotta dive deeper into um, how fear play a big part in our life, and also faith. You know what I'm saying? I was basically saying yesterday how we are either operating off of faith or we're operating off of fear. Either faith is making our decisions for the future, or fear is determining our decisions for the future. And even in the present moment, things transpire in life, whether it's health wise, whether it's financially, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's career, and every day is choices. Every day we have choices and paths open or closed due to the choices we make. It puts us on the timelines that we live, those choices. For instance, you make a bad choice, that timeline could lead your ass to jail. You make a positive choice, work, career, whatever you're doing, that could lead you to enjoying life, family, benefits, whatever, however you look at it, just that scenario. Fear holds us back a lot because we are so afraid. And I have to say this because this determines everything. We are so afraid. I'm talking about afraid of dying. We are so afraid of death that it literally dictates every single day that we live. It dictates how you live. You know what I'm saying? Because you are afraid that the decisions or the choice you make could kill you. Another example, I'll use myself. Being diagnosed with stage 4 and being told that I had months to live. My choice, and they gave me these options to prolong my life, which were the medicine, the chemo, radiation, and all that stuff. I could have then, out of fear that what they was going to, what they was telling me, out of fear, I could have done that. I could have went that route, do anything that you feel like you need to do that's going to keep me alive, because you're telling me that something that you can do can help extend my life. I'm afraid. I could have did that. But I felt like the things that they were telling me didn't sit in alignment with my spirit and my soul. Therefore, my soul wouldn't allow me to even do it. My soul overrided the fear. My soul kicked in. It took over. Spirit spoke directly to me, like, don't take it. I tried chemo for 3 rounds. And in my sleep one night, I literally felt like I just could not wake up. Like I was feeling really bad. And in the midst of that dream, whatever, where I literally felt like my heart stopped. When I came to, that was the first thought. That was my first signal sent. Don't ever take chemo again. And I haven't. That was 2017. After 3 rounds. And I say all that to say, so after 2020, a stage 4 diagnosis, I declined that. My faith told me to go and heal and take another path and heal holistically. That's what my faith led me to think and believe and know that I was going to heal from that. And so I went to Mexico. Now, it was people that may have been operating and thinking out of their own logic and fear mind that would tell me Um, Jesse, you sure you want to go over there now and don't want to do what the doctor's saying over here? Nobody's really done that. Nobody is. Have you researched that? Do you really know what you're doing? Like, what is it? Mexico right now, COVID was going on. I don't know about this. Like a lot, like, I mean, this what you want to do, but they looking at me like, I don't know what this girl. Fast forward, I get over Mexico. I was very ill when I got over there, like I always say. And a week in, I'm up, I'm walking well enough to walk down the street in Mexico. They had little coffee shops, places like that, and just little, stores alongside of the strip. As I'm walking down, me and my friend, it's a table. It's a Mexican guy out there, and he has a table full of nothing but crystals. And this is how I got into crystals, actually. But I'm talking about nothing but crystals, and he didn't speak no English. This man literally stopped everybody, people that was walking by that were also Mexican. Do you speak English? You speak English. Finally, he found somebody that could speak English to translate to me. And he told me personally, I had this on a recording, that I was in Mexico on divine timing, that it was divine timing while I was there. He had no clue I had walked from a stage 4 holistic cancer center down the street. He had no idea. But he told me that I was in Mexico on divine timing. He told me the crystals that I needed because of the 2 chakras on my system that were blocked due to certain things within myself that I had to heal. It was a deep experience, like almost so deep that I can't even like convey it, but I felt it. And while there, he gave me 2 crystals, but while there, going back to the cancer center, and that night I had like the most healing, deep subconscious dream that I've ever had, to the point where I was like crying in my sleep. Like I woke up literally crying. It was like a shedding, a soul shedding. And when I say this, that's why I'm telling y'all, like, it's 2025. I'm here 5 years later after being told that I had months to live on my life. I don't get on here for me. I'm very just in my own solitude moment. I'm chilling, like I'm cool. But I get on here simply to tell y'all, man, like, this shit is deep. It's very deep. Get deep into yourself. Get deep into life. Get deep into knowing your inner system, your inner emotions, your intuition, your gut feelings, those spiritual nudges. Like, really lock in. I'm telling you, lock in. In a sense, I know I have to speak. It's something in my code, something in my system, my vessel, that people need to hear. It's something that I need to say to navigate somebody else. And so that's the only reason why I do this, is because I know that. Like, spirit makes sure it tells me that loud and clear. Like, this shit is bigger than you, honey. Like, I always say that. Yeah, you cool, but this shit is bigger than you. So, and I be like, no offense taken. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no offense taken. I said all of that to say, back to fear and back to being afraid of leaving this place. Like, this place is not our home. And we are all leaving. We are all going at some point in time. I've not seen nobody to escape it, outrun it yet. Never in history. So we all have that moment coming. But in knowing that, why are we so afraid? Why are we so afraid to do the things that make us happy in this life? Why are we so afraid to make certain choices or release certain things or do the inner work, and we're just running this rat race without doing any self-reflection? Like, for real, it's like I'm telling you, man, it's to the point where, like, I'm noticing, like, the way the system is set up to where you wake up, you rushing to work, you rushing to get the kids to school, you clocking in for 8 to 10 hours, some people 12. Now it's the economy so crazy that you got half of people got to pick up a second or a third job. You don't got time to think. You have zero time to think, to get to feel how to decompress and sit with yourself and feel what you're feeling. You have zero time to do that. Time you get off, you with your kids, your family, your wife, you cutting grass, taking out trash, whatever other responsibilities you have, you cramming it in that little bit of time. Then you try to rest. Gotta get some sleep in. And so you do all of that. Where is the time to process everything that you picking up and accumulating through life? The losses that you taking, the grief, the anger, the rage, the frustration, the responsibilities, everything, the stuff that we accumulate every day in life. Something happened with your car, all these little things that pop up. You have zero time to just woosah because you're still in the rat race. You still got to go hurry up and clock in. You got to call an Uber now. Shit, I got my car broke down, but I still got to find a way to work. I still can't just sit here and sit in that. I have to figure out a way. You have no time to sit and chill. Get to know who your soul is. Get to see what you really love to do. What really makes you happy in this life. Who are you if you don't need money? If you didn't have to survive off of money and get up and chase money every day, who would you be? What would you do right now? If you didn't have to go to work and clock in and work for somebody or be your own boss or whatever you're doing, if money was out of the picture in this lifetime, what would you be doing right now? And who would you be? What would interest you? Think about that. Think about that. And if you're not doing that, the fear of not having money or the fear of not surviving is keeping you from doing that. And that's why I say it all ties back to fear. Everything is fear-based. Everything. And when you release fear, and when you become unafraid of death, you then become a free spirit, literally. It's like, what? What's up? You know? Like, so when they come to me and say that, and I done got so secure in my soul and in my spirit and in tune with God, I can say, okay. Oh, if you don't do this, you're not gonna make it. Okay. None of us are gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it either. Like, none of us is making it out of here alive. So if I'm gonna go, it's gonna be on my own terms, and it's gonna be my choice. I don't want to take that shit. I know how it makes people feel. I know what it does. I don't want it. Don't let nobody fear base you, talk you out of what you feel or what spirit or God told you directly to do. When God talk to you and tell you things, don't let nobody talk you out of that. That was for you. That's for you to be obedient to. And a lot of us, we go tell other people, and they inflict their fear onto our plans and our assignments. And we got to stop doing that. Stand in that. Stand in faith. Stand in obedience. And that will take you wherever it is that your soul signed up to go. I'm never comfortable talking like that, but now for some reason I know it's time. I know I have to speak, and I have to continuously speak for some reason, y'all. I'm telling you. For some reason I have to talk. I have to tell my story, and it's bigger than me. That's all I know. I don't know who this be for, but I hope it helps.